Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Travis White, and welcome to episode 2 of Business and Gravy with Travis White, a little spin-off of TWTV where I get to talk to you one-on-one. This is also my podcast, but I like to do the video with it, just so you can kind of see, you can see me, and you can really get a feel for who I am and what I'm about. This is the garage. This is where the magic happens. Got the smoked sausage on the grill right now, but I got a little time to talk to you about some sales and marketing topics that have come up today. Today I had a small business spotlight with one of the best people I've ever interviewed. Her name is Rosa Anderson, and she wrote a children's book, okay? Now, the lady's been in education since it was 21 years for a Lotchville County school system, okay? So, you don't have to question where her heart is. We all know where that is. That's with the kids. So it was interesting. I mean, like right out the gate, I'm very high strung. Like, I'm a lot for people to take in out the gate, and I know that. But she was just, I could just tell that like chaos does not faze this lady. Like she was just based, man. She was based God, man. She was just straight up. Zoop. But whenever I got talking to her, about this book, and I mean just like, God dang, she was lighting up, man. Just like lit up, and instantly I light up because I'm just like, this is what I'm talking about, man. Like, so glad somebody else has this kind of energy when it comes to like their passion, and I think today was the first day I realized, like, don't get me wrong, I love what I do, but do I love what I do because I love real estate, or do I love what I do because it is one of the most interesting businesses to track down, a clientele, to build a business. There's so much to learn. It's very challenging, and it's just been a really good fit for me. And once I realized that, like, these videos and these spotlights and the podcasts and the YouTube and the Instagram and the Facebook and the mailers and the phone calls and the, bumping elbows, whatever the hell they call it, it's just like, man, there's so much to do on that end. It's just like, targeting who you work best with, picking out neighborhoods. There's just a whole lot to it, and I think this is the first time I've ever felt super challenged building and establishing clientele, and I've had a lot of success out the gate. I credit a lot of that to just kind of getting in, and those first 3 months, man, like I was in the office 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., and it was doing nothing but trying to wrap my arms around this monster that is a real estate career, and I didn't have much time to figure it out. And to me, that was what really launched me, was the fact that, like, there was, don't just burn the boats, burn the island, burn the Kmart that's on there, burn it all. To hell with it. You need to take a swing at it. Nobody's going to believe in you like you can yourself. So gamble on yourself. You may find some real happiness like me. And so back to Rosa, talking, and at the end of every time we do that, I like to ask questions like, how are you driving sales? Like, what are you doing? And right now during this, God, I hate talking about it, but the pandemic deal, a lot of people let it hit them and kind of shake them up a little bit and be like, oh shit, now what do we do, right? Well, what we do is we keep moving forward, and that's what Rosa's doing. It was interesting to hear her talking about how, like, she at the beginning of the year was basically, her book was going off. She's going to Orlando doing shows. She's making contacts. She's talking to libraries. She's doing speaking events, and then all of a sudden, it's kind of pumped the brakes really hard on her. And it's like, when you have those emotions like, oh my God, this is happening, I'm building a business, and then all of a sudden, like, the legs get cut up from underneath you because of, a virus, which, I mean, how the hell do you plan for that? Like, you can't. And it was the same thing I've talked about with my business. It was like, damn, dude, I just went live January 1, full time, stepping out, trying to make some things happen for me and my family. And then like, right in the face, man. Just like right in the face, you got hit with that, and you have two options. You can run and put your tail between your legs, or you can go out and you're just like, I'm gonna fight this thing and I'm gonna win and I ain't gonna quit. And that's basically what, you had to do. So Rosa kind of faced the same thing, but in talking to her, it was interesting because each time I have an interview, it's usually a very, very different business, if you can't tell. We've had hot sauce, we've had travel agent, we've had a gas station chicken restaurant, and now we had a children's book author. And at the end of the day, it hit me that like it's the same process, no matter what you're doing across the board. It's figuring out who your end user is and figuring out how to get in front of as many of those potential clients as possible with the least amount of energy, and be able to hit as many as you can. So that's why with her we got talking about some different ideas, mainly trying to figure out what she needs to do during this time to still keep moving forward when it comes to promoting her book. And she's got a very nice YouTube clip that she has out there. The book is for sale on Amazon. I'm actually, while we're on this show, I'm gonna buy one right now. Hell with it. So the big thing with Rosa is now we have this book, and we're trying to make sure we get her out there. And it's not like a local product, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like you're like, all right, well, I need to pinpoint Eagle Point neighborhood, and I also want to make sure I get in with Micanopy and things like that. It's like, that's not it. You have a product that can literally be shipped anywhere in the world, but you got to find curriculum that matches with that. You need to be able to find libraries. You need to be able to find like any of these daycares. So just kicking around ideas there. Also meet other authors, and so I was like, man, at the end of that, we were coming up with some things. I just want to share them with you. And really, we're all just spitballing here. But this is the fun part. This is the ultimate fun part. This is the brainstorming. This is the coming up with some cool stuff on the fly. This is really flexing your creative muscles. And to me, that's the way I like to get down. So a couple of things that I had written down after that, which, also I want to tell you too, I don't like spending money. I am the son of a banker. Grandfather was a banker. Great-grandfather was a banker. Like, my dad probably still has the first dollar he made. Like, I mean, he's just like that. So, we're a very frugal family. So when it comes to like spending money and opening my wallet, I fucking cringe. I cringe. And it's just kind of embedded in me and who I am. So all these ideas are meant to be low cost. Like, if I was gonna give you anything, it's like, hey, it's gonna be some hard work, but it ain't gonna cost you nothing. But you gotta dedicate yourself. So, something I was thinking I'd written down here, she could go out and connect with some bloggers and vloggers right now, because there's one thing you can do. You can talk on the phone, okay? You can do a podcast. You can write a blog post. You can shoot a vlog. You can also do a Facebook live interview, maybe Instagram live interview. But the best thing that she can do is to get in front of influencers, such as maybe like any of these mom influencers who are all big on like different products and services for the kids, and sampling those, social media influencers. If she can get in front of those people, then that's awesome, because you can get them to start referring their product to their customer base. So something she could do is to go and try to be a guest writer on a blog, build a relationship slowly like that, or maybe reach out directly to a bunch of people on Instagram and just say, hey, listen, I see you recommend stuff for kids. I would like to send you a sample of my book. This is something, I'm obviously qualified to educate people on, and this is who I am. So, that's one avenue, I thought maybe Rosa could go. Another one, which she already has done, which was to create a YouTube channel and then to, add some tags to drive traffic to it. But I know you're thinking like, how much content could a children's book author offer to, the internet or to people? And it's like, well, that's where she can continue to build her brand as being an influencer in this market. So interview other children's book artists, have them tag you on their Facebook stuff. Everybody, when you start working with people, they want to share it. If you let them feel like that you are definitely there and you are educated and you are willing to be not like, when you refer somebody, if they do a shitty job, what do you think of the person who referred them? That they dog shit, right? I mean, you're just like, dude, if you send me to a dog shit person, that means you use dog shit people, which means you're probably dog shit. I mean, it happens. I mean, I get so mad when I refer somebody and they don't follow through, and then I have to fix it. And it's like, dude, I'm trying to help you, but I need you to help me help you help me, kind of thing, all right? So, she has to come through and be solid and let everybody know, like, hey, this is somebody who is passionate about it, who really wants to make a difference, and also who's going to be somebody that's going to make me look good. So something she can do is to continue to reach out to others, just like we talked about with the blog post. Something I told her too was this is something that I can't remember where I read it or heard it. I wish I could give credit to whoever it was, and if it's you, my bad, bro, or gal, or my bad, sis. But what they were saying was like, it may not be a bad idea to start reaching out to these Facebook group admin people. Okay, so whoever's the admin on these big groups, which like my wife's in a twins mom group, and even though I think, yeah, I'm making smoked sausage. I'm on a podcast right now. So hey, it's my wife. She's popping in about that smoked sausage. I got 3 more minutes to give you folks. We talking marketing and sales, baby. Travis White, Breakfast and Gravy. I'm recording right now. Do you want to come say hi?
No.
Okay. You see the challenges? Of being an effective marketer? That's why I got the garage, man. It's my safe place. This is the Brainstorm Garage. So back to what I was talking about, was like, make sure you're reaching out these Facebook group people. You want to talk about somebody who has the reins that if you can get in with and show them the value that you provide to their group, or even just do some educational videos to share in this group that has nothing to do with a sales pitch, I guarantee you can fucking get in there. I guarantee you can get in there. And that's the key, is if you can get in on one of these groups and get these admin people to let you get in front of basically who, who's in that group, who are also interested in the same thing, then you need to take that opportunity, because all you need to do is get your face in front of it. Hey, Shay. What's up, girl? You're on the video. She's back here sneaking some sausage. I'm sure there's a perverted joke to make here, but I'm gonna let that low-hanging fruit just lie. All right. So, long story short, these are just a couple ideas. It's a 15-minute show, so I'm about to run out of time. But the big thing I can tell you is that you need to start thinking about the end user, and you need to remember that you can do it. You can do it. And don't let anybody ever tell you you can't. And if they tell you that, then tell them they suck. Because if you can just find the end user for your service or product, then we can go find them. But we need to find them in a way that is the least amount of effort for the least amount of money for the most impact on the wide range. So, guys, I feel like now we fucking vibing on this podcast. So I feel like I get to talk like I do whenever I'm not like, I get to talk to you like I get to talk to you. And at the end of the day, that's all I want. So yeah, you're gonna get you're gonna get the tank top. You're gonna get the messy hair, but you're gonna get Travis White in the raw. And I just want you guys to know that I have faith in you. Come back for my next episode, Business and Gravy. If I play my cards right, I think we're gonna be with the physical therapist. Wow. Thanks, guys.
what's going on, everybody? This is Travis White, and welcome to